Hi Scorpio, my name is Audrey Alison. Thanks for joining me for your November 2015 forecast for the month. It's a beautiful Southern California day, and I also want to thank you for subscribing to my channel and for liking and participating on my Facebook page, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Let's get into the forecast, and also just to let you know, at the beginning intro, the music is my band, the Ethers, and you can find more info about us at Ethers Music on YouTube. We have our own channel, as well as ethersmusic.com. Thank you. Okay, so happy birthday. Happy solar return for those Scorpions who are celebrating November birthdays. We have really spectacular energy this month, and it really is about Scorpio energy, as it is usually every November. But we have Mercury on the 2nd of November. He is transiting into Scorpio. So this is your first house of self and body and ego and personality. Mercury is communications and the intellect and the mind and study and speech and local travel and the vehicle, the winged messenger, Mercury, Hermes, and he's entering your sign. So you're getting a lot said, you're getting a lot accomplished. People are responding well to you and hearing what you have to say very, very easily. So this is a great time in business for presentations and research and analytical studies, because Mercury, ruling both Gemini and Virgo, can get a lot of work done in that analytical and mental arena. Take advantage of him there, because he's only there for 18 days and then he transits again. On the 8th of November, Venus, the planet of beauty, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, the planet of balance and harmony and sensuality, will enter Libra, the sign just before you. So this affects your 12th house, just before the first house of Scorpio. And Venus in Libra is really about balance at its best. Venus governs the sign of Taurus and Libra. So when she's in her sign, she can really do her best work. She is about balance, and so is Libra. So this might have to apply to the 12th house of rest and whether or not you are gaining enough recuperative rest at this time. Setting aside and carving out hours of your day for recuperative rest, because you'll need it, Scorpio. Venus is in this sector through December 4th, and when she enters Libra, she triggers the cardinal signs. Uranus, stationed in Aries, brings on surprise, sudden luck, or sudden insight, I should say, not luck, sudden insight, instinctual energy. And in the 12th house, this could be given to you through dreams, and you can really gather a lot of information while you are resting. And the 12th house is also release and addiction and peace and tranquility and spirituality. So it could apply in different facets. It should be interesting to see how that does apply for you, though. And if you'd like a personal reading, that can get more detailed for you. These are general scopes, general Astro Tarot forecasts. On the 11th, on 11/11, we have our new moon at 19 degrees of Scorpio. So this is your new moon in the first house of self, conjunct Mercury. This will also trine Chiron, who's stationed in Pisces. Chiron is the asteroid, the wounded healer. And this affects the 5th house, the trine between the 1st and the 5th. Creative energy, the relationship with your children, entrepreneurial endeavors. There's this crazy bug, sorry. There's this like little spider as I'm talking. It's probably a Scorpio. He's like traveling all around. Okay, so this trine, Chiron, the wounded healer, healing the relationship between you and your children. The new moon in the first house, this is your only new moon that you get in 2015. So focus on what you'd like to achieve for the full year. Make a list of intentions, write that shit down. Get it ready for manifestation. Because this is your new moon. It's your birthday, it's your solar return. You've got Mercury with you, so anything written, which is Mercury, will really have more energy backing it for manifestation. On the 12th of November, Mars enters Libra. And this is the 12th house again, where Venus is stationed. So Mars conjunct Venus in the 12th house, balance, energy. Mars is there through the 3rd of January 2016. Mars is stimulation. You have active dream life and remembering the dreams, and energy for spiritual pursuits, but also a lot of energy to release habits that no longer serve you. Mars is almost insisting upon that. Mars moves a little more slowly than Venus and Mercury do, so he's there for a longer period of time. Watch the dreams, because information can come through them, especially with Mercury there, which is information. On the 20th of November, Mercury then switches out of Scorpio and enters Sagittarius. We like Mercury in the 2nd house because this is where you're meeting the right connections, information coming in regarding the finances, possessions, monetary advancement. Mercury is in Sagittarius through the 9th of December. So there's a lot of contacts, calls, information coming in, communication about the money, investment, where you want to put the money, self-value and self-worth. Taking stock of what is important on the possession realm, getting rid of things that don't serve you a purpose anymore, that you haven't used in quite some time, and maybe selling a few things as well with Mercury in the 2nd, maybe online. On the 22nd of November, the Sun enters Sagittarius, so it's no longer your birthday time after then, but the Sun will meet Mercury in the 2nd house, shining energy onto the money sector. So we like that for sure, Scorpio. There could be promotion, there could be an advancement in the money, there could be something gifted to you. The warmth of the Sun bestowing gifts, a late birthday gift perhaps. On the 25th, we have our full moon at 3 degrees of Gemini. And this Gemini full moon is happening a little earlier because she normally happens in December. But the full moon at 3 degrees of Gemini affects your 8th house, the house you naturally govern on the astrological wheel. And this will trine both Venus and Mars in Libra in that 12th house. So the 8th and 12th house are in a trine, very spiritual houses. The 8th house is shared resources and intimacy and investments, and your 2nd and 8th house are affected here, but the full moon is bringing the awareness and the culmination and the ending to something that needs to be seen in the 8th house of intimacy, in the 8th house of other people's money, or the 8th house of investment or inheritance, settlements, wills, estates. By the end of November, both Neptune and Chiron are direct in your 5th house of Pisces. So we like we like Chiron direct because he's helps heal over the relationship with children in the 5th house and creative endeavors. But Neptune direct is a little delusional, and retrograde actually works better for Neptune to be seeing a little more clearly. But with Neptune retrograde, he sees clearly. Neptune direct, he's wearing rose-colored glasses. So you might have some romances that you're not seeing clearly right now because the 5th house is true love and romance. It's also the relationship with children, and any entrepreneurial spirits out there, creative entrepreneurial endeavors, really need to go over things with a fine-tooth comb at that time. But I want to get to the cards. I'm using, appropriately enough, the Tarot of the Witches. It's around Halloween time. And this is by Fergus Hall with the Emperor on the back. I've had this deck in my life for a long time. But I'm also being interviewed on the 28th of October by Joanna DeVoe on YouTube. And she puts the K back in magic is her theme. So I thought, let's stick to the flow of that interview and Halloween and use my Tarot of the Witches deck by Fergus Hall with simple crisscross on the back, and see what comes up for Scorpio for your solar return month in October, or in November, sorry. I'm recording these in October. Okay. And if you'd like to read with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. I'd love to read for you, so you can book with me there. Scorpio. Here are your cards for November. The Six of Fire, Six of Wands, or the Six of Staves, Six of Batons, whatever you want to call them. This is getting reward, getting handed down the torch, recognition, the sixth house of an achievement, sixth house of work, but also getting accolades and receiving some award or reward for that. Three of Coins. Definitely financially stable, but artistically getting money for creative endeavors or having a skill, a creative skill, and receiving artistic money, independent artistic money. The Ace of Cups, new love, fulfillment, finding a soulmate, feeling fulfilled, filling the heart up, filling the chalice up, the cup runneth over. There's a few cards at the end. Oh, the Emperor, just like on the back of the cards on the box. The Emperor, it's the card of Aries and Mars. Mars transiting into Libra in the 12th house of rest. Although this card is not about rest, the Emperor is about authority and taking direct action and being your own assertive self. And the Ace is a very individual card, representing Ace as the one, and the Emperor is standing up for themselves, maybe in the face of love. Queen of Cups. This is a psychic female, but it represents a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It could represent you, Scorpio. This is your card for the females. Very psychic energy. Look at that. Look at her face. These are very Halloween cards, very Halloweeny. And the Two of Swords, opposition, coming up against someone, opposing views, opposing mental views and thoughts. Okay, so you have, these are kind of all over the place. You have one major arcana card, the Emperor. You have to remain in your own control, remain your own authority, be assertive. Don't be aggressive, be assertive. Especially when it comes to any artistic endeavors that you're involved in, or with and where your money is. This is promotion or getting honors and awards. And you might instinctually already know that this is what you deserve. But you were coming up against another opponent. Maybe there was a choice between the two of you in career who was going to get the promotion, but you're the victor. You've got, your cup is filled. But this is also great for love. Some of you might be starting relationships with Aries people, or perhaps another water sign female. Water sign female. But I feel like this Queen of Cups represents you in the reading, Scorpio. But taking the personification out of it, the Queen of Cups is psychic ability, trusting the intuition, the 12th house, where Venus and Mars are entering. Where Venus and Mars is entering the 12th house. Oh yeah, I said that earlier. Mars entering the 12th house. This is definitely what that is. You need to rest. Don't purposely fight anyone right now. You can take your horse out of that race, because I feel like, you have the rewarding energy anyway. There's no need to really fight for anything. This is fulfillment. Taking relationship out of this card, it's fulfillment, it's creativity, it's also pregnancy, fertility, fertile ideas, fertile creative ideas are being seen and rewarded and possibly paying off. All right, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful for you. Again, if you want a very specific reading for you, you can reach me at audreyalison.com. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.